Next thing we talking about is best sequels and prequels. Vic?
Best sequels and prequels. Sequels, there's quite a few of them. I mean, I'd have to say, trying to not dive too far into it, but Civil War and Winter Soldier were probably two really good sequels for Captain America.
Godfather 2.
Yes. Godfather 2 is probably by far one of the best sequels.
This probably was the best sequel.
Terminator Judgment Day.
That's another one,
Yeah, you know what?
Aliens.
I don't know. That might be a better one, man.
I don't know.
Because The Godfather's a dramatic movie, yeah. I'm talking about an action movie.
Well, you could say Aliens. Aliens, that one.
Yeah.
When they put this, that's another one.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, that was the first one to go dark, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
first
that
one.
was really good.
Had a happy ending.
Yeah. I mean, I liked Empire Strikes Back because they went dark. I mean, they...
Empire Strikes Back is like... I know you're like super big on Star Wars. I'm not that big on it, but I watch the films. Empire Strikes Back, best movie of the series.
Also talking about good sequels and prequels.
Yep.
Worst ones. I'm a big Star Wars fan, die-hard Star Wars fan.
Oh, yeah.
Hated the prequels.
Yeah, everybody hates the prequels.
Hated the prequels.
All right, and we touched on this like a little bit, like, but to me, and this is coming from someone who has no nostalgia from the Star Wars series. I just watched them like the last year. Phantom Menace is the worst fucking movie I've seen in my life. Like, and I'm not taking that back.
Jar Jar Binks makes me want to.
That's probably why. Did you take Jar Jar Binks?
You know what? What is the worst movie you guys seen in your life? And explain why now.
Okay, even the whole racing segment that took like 30 minutes.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah,
there's
some things that
and then it's like
the villain.
The way how like Anakin talks to what's Natalie Portman's name? The way he talks to her, it's like George Lucas has never spoken to a female a day in his life.
I don't know, bro. You said a villain?
Well, he's really bad at writing dialogue.
I like Darth Maul, bro.
Oh, I like Darth Maul. That's the thing is, I think he was wasted though.
He looked it cool, but he was like in a movie for like 10 seconds.
The problem is they had a stunt actor playing him. Ray Park's a stunt actor.
Yeah.
He couldn't recite the lines. When he did talk, he didn't talk.
He played Toad.
That was the most I've seen him talk in a movie. When he's
Speaking of horrible sequels,
he played Toad.
X3.
Oh,
well, X2 is great.
X2 is great.
That's why I said X3.
But that's when we go to the trilogy part there. The sequel, X-Men 2 is probably one of the best sequels. It was that of Spider-Man to me when I caught the best sequel when it comes.
I didn't really care for Spider-Man.
I mean, so if we're just going to go down the like comic book route,
no, Dark Knight.
Dark Knight, yeah.
Dark Knight. I think it was by far one of the really.
Dark Knight is the best comic book sequel in anything.
It was Spider-Man 2 was the best one. Then Dark Knight passed it when they did. I was like, man.
See, but what about that was a Joker movie, though, man.
Yeah. You know who also had a good sequel was Saw 2.
Saw 2 was good.
Saw 2 was good.
Yeah, like we say, like how after that they just it's a cash grab.
Halloween 2.
Halloween 2 is
right. It goes straight back, right? And one of the craziest lines, remember, you see him walk in that lady's house, and you see like. She's on the phone and she's hearing the stories and you see him right there, just this creepy this over the shoulder shot of Michael Myers. You're like, man, and they blur it a little bit so you can kind of see what's him. You see the mask and
I hate to cut you off, but a lot of people forget that Silence of the Lambs is a sequel.
Manhunter, right? Was it called?
No,
Red Dragon.
Red Dragon.
Well, no, I think it was called. It was Manhunter. Then they did Red Dragon was like the reboot to it. It had a lot of episodes.
No, Red Dragon was a sequel.
It's
okay.
Red Dragon was the sequel.
I think it's called Manhunter one of the 80s, but because they had different Hannibal.
And then he had or was it Hannibal and then Red Dragon?
We have to get people in the comments on that.
I don't remember.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
let us know in the comments.
I could be wrong. I might be wrong. Who knows?
Best worst sequels was The Crow 2 and 3.
Oh, dude, I don't bring those up.
The original Crow was perfect.
I'd never tried to watch anything past.
I watched City of Angels. I was pissed. I was like,
okay,
wait, hold on, what?
City of Angels. It's called Crow City of Angels.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
That's terrible.
Okay, are we talking about ones that went straight DVD too?
You can bring them up, but I mean,
because the American Psycho sequel starring old girl from that 70s show.
Mila Kunis, it's dumb.
Oh, that shit is horrible.
And then you get Christian Bale killed it in the original one.
Yeah,
you get
I mean, that was a horrible sequel.
I fucking love it.
She didn't even kill somebody while listening to Huey Newton or whatever.
It didn't take place in the 80s. It's like,
wait, what?
No.
Yeah.
She has none of his characteristics.
No, I'm saying like in the original like American Psycho, he kills like Jared Leto with the axe while listening to like what Huey Newton.
This is all kind of 80s Genesis, all type of music he listens to. It's funny, and it's like a whole.
Well,
comedy,
let's
but
say
really
it's hip to be square, and it like just acts to the face.
yeah, he gets Jared Little drunk. I mean, and bam.
I mean, you know, it's
Wasn't it
Halloween.
all because he had a better business card than him?
Something
Something
like
like
that.
that.
He's just crazy. That movie is just
Well,
awful.
it is called Psycho, so
Yeah,
I mean,
American Psycho.
American.
I mean,
Speaking of Psycho, though, it's not top up there, but the second Psycho movie, like the one that was done 20 years later, is not that bad.
It's not.
Once you hit 3, though, it is pretty shit.
well, it's your typical Halloween sequels. I mean, every single horror movie, once you get past 2, they just seem to like.
I did
Yeah.
like 4 and 5 introducing Jamie Lloyd, but then 6 got a little crazy. Then H2O was good, and then Resurrection. I tell you, I hate that movie.
You want to know what sequels were actually decent? Men in Black.
Oh man, Men in Black 2.
I didn't like Men in Black 2.
I didn't like Men in Black 2. I like Men in Black 3.
Men in Black 3. That one had a weird, cool backstory kind of that makes you with K and J. How
You know
they-
what had a good sequel? 22 Jump Street.
Yeah.
That's probably the best
Yeah.
comedy sequel of all
I
time.
mean, 21 Jump Street was pretty
But
good.
you see what they're about to
22
do with this shit, right?
They're doing a crossover between.
Men in Black and
22 Jump
21
Street.
Jump Street.
That could work if they do it right, because it could be funny. 'cause
I don't want to see that shit, man.
That
Like,
just sounds weird.
I don't think it's gonna happen. They haven't even production.
That- I don't
That's an
know.
idea.
I'm still waiting for a Bad Boys 3.
Man, they get bad old men. It's gonna be taking too long. These guys are not getting any younger.
They could be old
Right.
fuckers.
They're gonna have to pass a torch or something. They're gonna have to do something like that maybe with it.
That would be a good thing.
'Cause they always said like they like to see who would replace them too. I said everyone. They were like,
You know. I mean, there's so many X-Men movies. And I'm trying to
yeah,
shorten our comic book talk, but
it's tough.
it's
Yeah,
just
sequels.
with all those sequels.
Mhm.
I'd still even think that even the newer movies, Days of Future Past, was okay.
Yeah, it was dope. I liked it.
good. That's one. Of,
Wait. So, but the first one,
The newer,
newer-
the first one of the new ones, right?
yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
that one's good. That's
No,
not too
because they
long.
had X-Men First Class, right?
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
That one was decent.
and, yeah,
Yeah.
and then they had Days of Future Past. and then
Apocalypse is trash.
I didn't like
Man,
Apocalypse.
it could've been
Look,
good.
man,
They had so many
To the
good stuff.
average motherfucker, man, Apocalypse was decent.
Yeah,
But I would love to see Apocalypse as a fucking giant human looking.
you got that part of it when
Like
they go
he
into
was supposed
the.
to be.
He's supposed to get bigger. That's his thing. And they didn't do that.
Right.
Bro, Apocalypse just looked
He can
like a
shapeshift.
regular fucking dude, man.
They have
Really, man.
Oscar Isaac, who's a really good actor. He played Poe Dameron on new Star Wars.
Mhm.
He's a really good actor. It's just they didn't try to like CGI and to make him look big because you could have did that.
Yeah,
They kept him small, and me and Victor were talking about
The
it.
nigga's supposed to be like Thanos and shit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You
I
know
thought they were
what
gonna
I
make him bigger. They never did. Then I was like, damn, disappointing. I thought they were gonna make him bigger.
Oh,
They kept him the
man.
same size.
Does Logan count as a sequel of anything?
Logan's
Logan's a sequel.
Yeah, it's a sequel to the Logan series, I guess.
Because it seems like
And
it
then-
might even just be a standalone by itself. Because you could watch that movie
By
without
itself.
watching the other.
Right.
Actually, it's probably better that way.
I
Right.
think you should
I
because then
kinda
you don't
cried.
care about Xavier. You don't care about Logan then if you don't
Right.
watch those other X-Men
you know
movies.
who has actually pretty good sequels? Was the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, I always say the first one's good, and after that goes downhill.
I've
But
never
those are
seen
your
those.
films. You
Yeah.
watch them heavily.
I've watched
I always
them all.
seen little bits of the first one.
And Lord of the Rings. Watched all of them.
I watched them
I did-
backwards.
I'll tell you the only reason I didn't watch that.
They're long.
Like first, it seemed like a straight up nerd movie. I was like, I'm not watching this
It's
shit.
long.
Yeah.
But then, like, I decided, okay, everyone seems to like these movies. Let me check it out. I looked at the time and I was like, you know what? I ain't got time for this shit.
What sequels do you guys want to see?
That's a good question.
Sequels we want to
I
see.
want to see. Let's see.
I would love to see. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of movies that are good, but I'd like the way they ended.
Yeah.
I don't want them to carry on.
I like to see Baby Driver too. I think they're setting that. I don't know if you guys saw Baby Driver yet, but that's probably one of the best movies of the year.
You know what? We talk about reboots that like should not like exist. We talked about that in the last segment real quick. They're trying to remake Scarface again.
Oh, they don't do it in Mexico, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
The Diego
like,
Luna playing him. I
Yeah,
seen that.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be a
dude,
cartel.
listen, man. Everybody loves the original Scarface and shit, but
It's a remake.
that was a horribly fucking acted movie. Yeah, I know.
Well, he
But like with
Montana.
the only motherfucker that was decent in there was like the actual Cubans.
Yeah.
You know, and the motherfucker that played Frank, the one that just died.
Yeah.
Can't think of his name, but or he didn't just die, but he died. You know what I mean? He was decent. Scarface is a horribly acted movie, bro.
Pacino hates his performance. He's been you
Really?
hear interviews. He don't like it.
I hate almost every Pacino performance.
Well, bro, I like Pacino. One of my favorite ones with him is Any Given Sunday. He's giving a speech. That's
Okay,
he's
now-
full Pacino out.
But he's just acting like a fucking him. You know what I
I
mean?
like when he goes full Pacino. It's like Nicolas Cage. Let him go full Cage. It's entertaining. It's like let him go.
Like, all right,
Like,
like
Keaton goes crazy.
I
That's
hated
my-
Pacino,
I'm still
bro.
trying to
Look,
think
the
of
only
sequel
movies
I
he
want.
had
Right.
was like Dog Day Afternoon,
Mhm.
which was the shit.
Yeah.
The other movie, man, where he was a homo in the movie, dude. He went to the gay bars and shit. It was like fucking some dude in a gay bar or something. I think he was like undercover.
No,
I don't know. What
I forget what fucking movie that is, man.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Serpico was the shit.
Oh, Serpico, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I could say honestly. I mean, I'd like to see a sequel of King Kong. I guess. I mean,
Yeah, that's coming though. We know that's
I
coming.
mean,
That's coming with Godzilla.
Yeah,
though.
they sent that monster
Yeah.
universe
Yeah.
up. I'm trying to think. I said Baby Driver. I mentioned that one. I think that'd be really good.
I mean, there's a lot of movies out there that were good that just had one
Nightcrawler.
hit
I guess the
movies.
sequel, but Nightcrawler.
But the thing is, I like the way
I
they
don't know.
ended, and I don't think they should carry on the story.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Nightcrawler.
It's-
Yeah, it ended well. It
Yeah.
doesn't need to continue
Because
on.
he-
You know he's a psycho.
Yeah, you want to see if he gets caught because of the stuff he's doing. Because he builds a whole team of them now. At the end, spoiler
Yeah.
alert if you haven't seen Nightcrawler. Come on, it's on Netflix.
Well, I mean, I think you're past the spoiler.
yeah.
If you didn't
Time
see
limit.
that one by now, like you had no
Mr.
intention.
Jake
of
Gyllenhaal
watching
at
it.
one of his best performances. Even Southpaw? Did y'all want to see Southpaw? Southpaw
No,
too?
not really, because Southpaw.
It ended kind of the way. Yeah. I mean, it's-
with Southpaw trying to put that into a sequel, you're basically gonna turn it into Creed.
yeah. and-
You know, the thing I liked about Southpaw was they really didn't like make it seem. They made him look like the dick the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, he's not likable at all. He's not. He's
Yeah,
trouble
that's what I
person.
liked him. He was just a fucking dick, and I was like,
Yeah, he was an uneducated guy. He showed when you don't manage your money.
Yeah.
Right. Pretty much realistic story on some sports star who's come from nothing and
Right.
spend their money
yeah,
out.
he was like a white fucking Mayweather, and he was
Yeah.
just a dick the whole time. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'd like this movie.
Yeah.
He's basically Eminem. You see his mannerisms and everything. Man.
I wanted to see a fucking. I wanted to see a sequel to 8 Mile. Like,
There you go. Pitch 8 Mile sequel. There you
I
go.
wanted to see Eminem on
What do you
drugs.
call it? 9 Mile?
Yeah. I wanted,
Obviously, it'd be 16 miles.
16 been too long now. It's like
I want to see Emin. I want to see B Rabbit when he's fucking popping Percocets and shit, man, and fucking rapping about Donald Trump. Yeah.
That'd be funny. That'd be a comedy sequel.
I want to see B Rabbit on stage, fucking ICP clown dolls. You know what I mean? Remember when he did that shit? Like that's what I want to see, man.
he got into it though. They're from Michigan too. I remember that.
Yeah,
Man, fuck them.
And we got a lot of feuds with people. It's Eminem.
I don't know. There's just as far as
It's tough.
seeing movies brought into sequels. I mean, I like movies when they end. I like to see them. You know, unless you know it's going to be a series, just end
You
it.
missed one.
You know what?
Chronicle 2. I've been wanting to see a
I've
Chronicle.
been wanting to see a Chronicle too.
The Chronicle set up a
I don't
sequel.
know.
You know what?
And they didn't never do.
You know what sequels were actually pretty fucking good?
What?
And I know y'all might laugh at me and shit, man, but my fucking Lethal Weapons were just funny.
Oh, another one.
All the Lethal
they're
Weapons
all
were
good.
funny, man.
Isn't there another one coming out or a TV series?
It's a TV
TV
series, and it's
series
actually
was
doing all right.
Yeah, it's so trash.
I watched
Okay,
it. It's okay, but it's not.
You like a lot of corny shit, though.
Oh man, I did not like. I'm watching it go. I thought I was gonna hate it because like, man, this Damon Wayans. I'm like, come on. And I was
Listen,
like,
speaking of the Star, remember when you brought up Star Wars prequels and shit? The only good thing about them prequels was you got to see Yoda fight.
yeah,
Yeah.
That was cool. That
Okay.
was
See
alright.
Yoda fight.
The one thing about like movies though is, and I think you were touching on it real quick. I like when a movie just closes a film like out. Like there should be no way that they can that story should be able to continue on. But then like you end the film not to shoot a sequel. But then it like if one can happen, then do it.
that's the
You know
problem.
what?
Like
The
a lot of them, they
perfect
just
way.
try to.
Perfect Way was like, I don't know if you guys ever seen this, but Seeking for a Friend for the End of the World or whatever. with
I think
Steve
I did
Carell.
see that.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
With Keira Knightley and
Steve Carell.
Steve
And you're
Carell.
sitting there thinking the whole time, like, okay, they're gonna find a way to save the world. They're gonna find a way. They're gonna find a way, right?
Yeah.
Or they're gonna get in a bunker. No, these spoiler alert. These motherfuckers sat in bed together
Yep.
and just watched the end of the world come, and they just died. I'm like, that's the way to end the fucking movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Everybody just dies. Fucking,
They did that with a Nicolas Cage movie. I don't even want to talk about it. Remember, we
What
watched
movie?
it.
Yeah.
I just don't like when they shoot a film and then like they shoot it to shoot another movie.
Yeah,
out,
they
you know?
thought it was some
Like
setups.
you got to close the story out. And yeah,
This happened with the Mummy. They're trying to set up this dark universe. Set up
that's a reboot that shouldn't have happened.
Right.
Yeah.
everybody fucking hated
the original.
Transformer movies and shit. I love them shits, man. I'm a corny bastard though. You know what I mean?
And after the first one, 2 is okay. The
I
third
think
one
I
I like.
saw-
and after
2 was
that-
I think I
racist,
watched
yo.
the first two.
2 was racist as shit. Them motherfuckers.
Oh, the talking.
Yeah, the one
the
gold.
Ebonics,
It had a
whatever.
fucking gold tooth.
It was blackface. It was terrible.
He had a gold tooth, and then he was like, "Read, I can't read," and I'm like,
Oh man, it's
"Bro,
terrible.
they might as well have fucking had that nigga tap dancing, dog. Like that shit was racist."
Wow.